Welcome back to the Swang Low Podcast Show. It is yours truly, Do-Rock Crip. What's happening with all my people out there in the free world today? I am here to bring another crazy prison story to my roundtable family. I appreciate you all for showing up for another crazy prison story edition of the Swang Low Podcast Show. I'm not going to hold y'all too long. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this thing. All right. This incident happened in Sat F, New Corcoran State Prison in the year 2010. I had just got there. I wasn't there that long before this incident took place, but I was there long enough to understand why it did. Well, at least I think this has something to do with the turnout of things. Okay, so you had this Samoan blood by the name of Knuckles, right? I think he pretty much had a lot of say so in the other car. The others is the Samoans and Asians. You know, they pushed together as one in prison, and everybody referred to them as the others. You know what I'm saying? Now, in that particular group right there, you have Bloods and Crips. You know what I'm saying? And they still function together. So, bam, this blood dude by the name of Knuckles, big Samoan dude, right? Long hair, you know what I'm saying? Quiet, real quiet. I'd never really seen him talk too much. So, bam, he had a homeboy that was there, right? And this dude was a Crip. You feel me? I can't remember his name, but he was a porter. Now, I've explained to y'all what a porter is, and for those of y'all that didn't catch the episodes where I explained that, a porter is a person that work inside the building. They clean the building up and feed everybody their food, and pretty much keep up the building. You know what I'm saying? As far as it getting cleaned and stuff. So anyway, dude worked in the building as a porter. He worked the morning shift, which means he passed out our breakfast. So this dude would come in. Now they bring, okay, we live in pods, right? This was a Sat F 180 design, right? I told y'all the 180 design is maximum security lockdown. So bam, there you don't walk to the kitchens. They bring your food to your cell. They bring your food come inside these carts. They wheel the carts in the section and start passing out the food. They bring it to your cell, feed you through the tray slot. So bam, every morning when they wheel the carts, the food carts in our section, this Samoan dude who was a Crip would come in that section right before they pass the food out. No gloves on, no nothing, right? Go to the bathroom stall, which was right there in the day room. Use the bathroom, right? Stand there, use the bathroom. Walk over to the sink. Cut the water on. If he did that, right? Cut the water on and do like that to the water and walk off, right? Every single morning, like clockwork, he did this. So, bam. Now, everybody in the section, well, really everybody in the building is talking about this. Like, hey, man, like, have y'all ever noticed this dude do this every day? And he don't wash his hands and then he'll go straight to the food, right? So, I remember it getting to the point where we leaving soap out there on this right next to the thing where you go use the bathroom at, right? We leaving bars of soap out there, right? With signs, we putting up different signs, bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? Saying wash your hands, right? I BS you not, right? This dude will bypass all that and do the same thing. So now you got people screaming out their door when they see him walk over to the bathroom stall. Hey, 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 brother, make sure you wash your hands before you walk away from over there. And he'll be like, I do, right? Which was a lie. So bam, just completely disgusting. You know what I'm saying? That You have people like that that don't care. They will never keep their cleanliness up, and they handle the food. I remember back in the day, it was a big old thing about homosexuals working in the kitchen. They was not allowed to go and work in the kitchen and be around the food and touch the food. If they so happen to end up with that job, they would have to get pulled up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So, um, with this dude, he never washed his hands, and he would, like I told you, his version of washing his hands is cutting the water on it, flick his the tip of his fingers like that, and he gone. He over there touching on all the food, and you know what I'm saying. He trying to bring you your tray, your food tray, and you know what I'm saying. We like, nah, we not taking. You got to start washing your hands, right? So it was so bad to where now dudes is going to the others telling them, hey, your homeboy is getting down foul. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to holler at him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he's working around the food. So even them, they was like, yeah, we do notice, you know what I'm saying, that it's been a lot of complaints about him doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, bam. I know soon thereafter, one day, we out on the yard, and I look in the middle of the yard, and I see this big ass dude. He beating on the Samoan dude, right? The big dude happened to be the guy named Knuckles, the blood dude, right? The Samoan blood dude named Knuckles, right? He got his homeboy, the other Samoan dude that never washed his hands, in the middle of that yard on that field, beating this dude like a professional fighter, bro. Like a professional mixed martial artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about moving extremely fast, extremely quick, accurate, and hitting hard as a bull. Right? He not just hitting him with his fists, he's hitting him with elbows, he's hitting him with knees. He savagely beat this dude in the middle of the yard in front of everybody. Now, I'm not gonna lie, you know, sometimes seeing that type of beating, you be like, ooh, you cringe at it, right? But that day, everybody, I know everybody in my building sat out there like this with smiles on our faces. You feel me? Because we felt like justice was finally done to somebody that had it coming. Because this dude he was arrogant. You know what I'm saying? He, you know, was his mannerism was very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Because during the times before that even happened to him, people we tried everything and it didn't work. And you know, you don't want to press too hard about this situation because if he say the wrong thing, it can go up. You know what I'm saying? So the next best thing to do is what was done, which was take it to his homeboys, and you know what I'm saying? Let them correct the situation. So bam, that day seeing him getting beat like that on that yard, oh my God, man. Vicious beating, vicious, vicious. The dude Knuckles gave, and I see why they called him Knuckles. Made sense seeing that, right? So bam, fast forward, fast forward. I go to another prison, right? One day, randomly, I'm on the yard, chilling with my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? RB, right? Me and RB, we like chilling on the weight pal. I think we was over there working out or something, right? But standing around talking at the same time. And I see this big Samoan dude come, right? It actually looked like he had gotten bigger. I seen him come over there and start working out. But he's working out like right there in the area where we at. And then he would like when he take his break from doing what he was doing, he'll sit down on the bench press little part, right? Me and the homie standing there talking. He turned around and started talking to this dude, talking to the dude Knuckles, right? That's when I realized that it was Knuckles. Cause the homie kept cussing him, like, yeah, yeah, cuz, woo, 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 right? Yeah, cuz, right? He cussing the hell out of this dude Knuckles, not knowing that Knuckles is a blood. Knuckles was a Pyru, right? So I'm like, hey, I'm telling the homie, I'm like, hey, bro, I said he's a blood. You keep on cussing him, right? So he like, oh, he is? I said, yeah, man. I said, you don't know who that is? So he was like, no. I'm like, man. So I had to explain to the homie, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that dude ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? But his demeanor, his mannerism, you know what I'm saying? Dude is like reserved, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, quiet. You know what I mean? And when the homie was talking to him, cousin, he was just sitting there looking at him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say nothing. Not like on no Buster. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. Because dude was far from that. You know what I'm saying? But his demeanor was just, you know what I'm saying, kick back. He wasn't tripping on it. You know what I'm saying? Plus, the homie RB, he burnt out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew that. He was burnt out. He'll cuz anybody. You got homies like that. Just like you got bloods that'll do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think he ended up going, the guy Knuckles ended up going home, man. You know what I mean? But seeing him do that Samoan the way that he did, oh my God, man. You talking about a beatdown, a vicious beatdown. That was one of the coldest ones I seen. You know what I'm saying? Especially from a dude that being as big as he was. And the other Samoan dude wasn't no little dude neither. He just did not have the skill. You know what I'm saying? And the savagery. You know what I mean? He had to lose some teeth and you know, his face was, man, he got beat bad on that yard, man. Bad. They took him out in the ambulance. In the ambulance. For real, for real. But yeah, man, I just wanted to bring y'all that story, man. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting here thinking like, you know what I'm saying? I got to give, the righteous ones some shine, you know what I'm saying? Although this dude is a down move, you know what I'm saying? He was still a very, very respected person, you know what I'm saying? He had my respect, you know what I'm saying? Especially after he knocked old boy down. Dude had it coming, I promise you. You know what I'm saying? So seeing him doing like that, from that day forward, I'm like, here, I salute that all day. You feel me? But yeah, man, on that note, I'm finna go ahead and cut this one. Get up out of here and let y'all get back to doing y'all, man. I appreciate you all for tapping in. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. Hey, I appreciate you for joining the family. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, anything that we present at this round table, you know what I'm saying, is, some help to you or somebody that you may know, man. Share the videos, you know what I'm saying? And if you haven't already did it, like, comment, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast Show. Do Rock Creep. It would greatly be appreciated. You feel me? But yeah, man, hopefully these videos help, you know what I'm saying, somebody, you know what I'm saying, gain some knowledge about what goes on behind the walls in prisons, the real stuff, not none of the watered down stuff, not none of the SNY 50/50 EOP stuff. Nah, we're not doing none of that over here. Mainline only. Mainline only. Point blank, period. No exceptions. But yeah, man, on that note, I'm finna get up out of here. I love and appreciate you all. To the next time we meet at this round table, love all y'all. Triple gang.